Snow bit at Lily Harper's cheeks as she darted through Pinewood's alleys, the January wind cutting through her patched jacket like a knife. 12 years old, an orphan with brown hair knotted in a messy tie, Lily carried the scars of a life on Wyoming's streets, hunger gnawing, hands dodging slaps, dreams of warmth long faded. Her sneakers, torn and soaked, slipped on icy stones as she gripped a half-eaten roll swiped from the bakery's trash. "Scram, you rat!" The baker's yell echoed, her broom swinging, spurring Lily's heart to race as she dove behind a dumpster. Pinewood buzzed tonight, its main street glittering with fancy trucks for the town's big livestock auction, a draw for rich folks. To Lily, it meant one thing: food scraps if she could sneak in unseen. A sharp growl froze her, raw, desperate, not human. She peeked past the dumpster, breath catching. In a dark corral behind the auction barn, a German shepherd, maybe 2 years old, lunged against rusted chains. Black and silver fur clung wet with ice, scars slashing his side, amber eyes blazing with fear but locked on her, pleading. Blood trickled from a torn paw, staining the snow. Lily's throat tightened. She knew that look, the kind that screamed for help no one gave. "Hang on, boy," she whispered, voice shaking, roll crumbling in her fist. Boots crunched close. Lily shrank back, pulse hammering. 2 ranch hands, hulking in worn coats, wrestled the corral gate, voices low and rough. "This dog's a monster," one spat, chewing tobacco. "Ripped up Carver's prize hound last spring," the other, younger, muttered, uneasy. "Ain't fair, Joe. He's terrified, not evil. But Carver's done with him. Says he's a liability." Lily's eyes widened. James Carver, Pinewood's cattle king, owned half the town's land. His word was law, and if he wanted this dog gone, it was over. "Auction'll settle it," Joe said, yanking the chain. The shepherd, Rex, Lily named him in her head, snarled, teeth snapping inches from Joe's arm. The younger hand flinched, swearing. "He's a demon. Bet they'll ship him to the knacker's yard." Lily's stomach twisted. She'd seen strays like Rex, beaten, tossed away to die. Her fingers crushed the roll. She couldn't save herself, but maybe she could save him. The hands trudged off, lanterns dimming. Lily crept forward, snow soaking her jeans. Rex's growl softened, his amber eyes following her, not savage but searching, like he saw her soul. She held out the roll, hand trembling. "Hungry, Rex?" she whispered. He stilled, nose twitching, then took it gently, his warmth grazing her fingers. Her heart leapt. He trusted her. She fumbled with his chain, fingers numb, but a gruff shout stopped her cold. "Kid, get away from that mutt!" Hank Riley, a weathered stableman, 60 with gray hair under a faded cap, stomped toward her, lantern swinging. Lily scrambled back, heart thumping. "I wasn't doing nothing," she blurted, eyes wide. Hank's scowl hardened, but his gaze flicked to Rex, softening. "That dog's bad news, girl. Carver's got plans, ugly ones." Lily's chin lifted, defiance flaring. "He ain't bad." "He's hurt." Hank paused, studying her. "You're that Harper kid, the one they run out of shops." Lily nodded, bracing for a shove, but Hank's voice dropped, low and rough. "I seen what Carver's men did to that dog. Whips, boots, broke him for kicks." Lily's eyes stung, anger rising. "Why didn't you stop 'em?" Hank's jaw tightened, guilt flashing. "Got mouths to feed." He hesitated, then pressed a key into her palm, voice gruff. "Back door to the auction barn. Get in, stay low." "Don't get caught." Lily's fingers closed around the key, eyes wide. "Why help me?" Hank glanced at Rex, shivering in chains. "'Cause that dog deserves a chance." "Maybe you do too." She slipped into the auction barn, the key clicking in the lock. Inside, chandeliers glowed over plush seats, the air heavy with cologne and cigar smoke. Men in crisp suits and women in sparkling dresses packed the rows, their laughs sharp. Lily ducked behind a velvet curtain, pulse racing, the key cold in her hand. The auctioneer, a wiry man in a flashy vest, boomed from the stage. "Folks, welcome to Pinewood's grandest night. We got a wild one for you." The crowd roared as Rex was hauled in, chains clanking, his snarl shaking the rafters. Lily's breath hitched. He looked fiercer in the light, but his eyes found hers, steady, begging. James Carver, 60, silver hair slicked back, stood front row, his smile cold as ice. "That mutt's a hazard," he drawled, sparking chuckles. "Sell him cheap or shoot him." Ellen Voss, his steely manager, blonde hair tight in a bun, nodded. "He's worthless to us." Lily's fists balled, heart pounding. She couldn't let them kill Rex. The auctioneer raised his gavel. "Start at $50. The crowd jeered, tossing cruel bids. $10, $5, a pack of smokes. Lily's eyes burned, hand twitching toward the curtain, ready to bolt out. A voice sliced through, fierce and clear. "This ain't right." Clara Evans, 40, a reporter with cropped red hair, stood, phone filming, her live stream buzzing. "You're not selling a dog, you're sentencing him." Gasps rippled, heads turning. Carver's eyes narrowed, voice low. "Sit, Evans, or you're done." Clara held firm, camera steady. "What'd you do to that dog, Carver?" Lily's chest swelled. Someone else cared, but Voss stepped up, voice sharp. "Enough!" "Guards!" Before they moved, Rex lunged, snapping his chain with a crack that silenced the barn. Screams erupted, chairs crashing. Lily didn't hesitate. She burst from the curtain, racing to Rex, voice soft but sure. "Rex, it's me." He froze, trembling, amber eyes locked on hers. She touched his muzzle, hand steady, fear forgotten. The crowd hushed, stunned, as Rex dropped to his knees, nuzzling her, his snarl gone. Carver's face twisted, fury blazing. "What's this nonsense?" Clara's camera zoomed, her voice sharp. "Seems the hazard knows who's safe." Lily stood tall, snow-damp hair plastered to her face, voice fierce. "He's no killer. You made him like this." A young voice broke through. Tommy Carver, 15, James's son, brown hair messy, stood, face pale. "She's telling the truth," he stammered, hands shaking. "I saw what Dad's men did." The crowd gasped. Carver whirling on his son. "Quiet, Tommy." Tommy's eyes met Lily's, guilt raw, his words a betrayal. The auctioneer froze, gavel limp. Carver stormed forward, voice a growl. "Get that kid and her dog out." Guards advanced, but Clara's livestream exploded. "Save Rex! Lily's a hero!" Lily's heart raced. Rex's warmth, her anchor. As a guard grabbed her arm, Rex's collar shifted, a hidden fold opening, a crumpled note scrawled in blood. "Carver's barn." "Dogfights, stop him." Lily's eyes widened, pulse roaring. This wasn't just Rex's fight. It was a secret worth killing for. Snow swirled through Pinewood's dark alleys, the January wind knifing through Lily Harper's tattered jacket. 12, orphaned, her brown hair knotted in a frayed tie. She clutched a crumpled note. "Carver's barn, dogfights. Stop him." Her heart pounding like a drum. Rex, the German shepherd she'd saved at the auction, limped beside her, black and silver fur slick with ice, amber eyes sharp despite a bloodied paw. His chain scraped the ground, a grim echo of his torment. Lily's breath hitched, fear clawing her chest. She was nobody in Pinewood, a ghost to the town, but Rex's trust gave her purpose. She wouldn't fail him. "Stay with me, Rex," she whispered, voice trembling in the cold. Rex nudged her hand, his warmth cutting through her panic. A low whine answered, like he sensed the danger closing in. Lily glanced back, the auction barn's lights fading, Clara Evans' live stream still ringing in her ears. "Save Rex." Lily's a hero. But heroes didn't shake like this, and her gut twisted with dread. She reached her hideout, a crumbling warehouse by the Wind River. The door groaned, splintered wood snagging her sleeve as she slipped inside. The air stank of rust and damp, but it was shelter. Rex followed, claws clicking on concrete, his eyes scanning the dark. Lily dropped to the floor, knees hugged tight, the note shaking in her hand. "What's Carver hiding, boy?" she murmured, unfolding it under a sliver of moonlight. The scroll was messy, ink smeared. Someone had risked everything to write it. Rex's nose twitched, a soft growl rising as he sniffed the paper, catching a faint chemical whiff. Boots crunched outside. Lily froze, heart slamming. Rex's hackles rose, his snarl low, amber eyes locked on the door. "Who's out there?" she hissed, snatching a rusted pipe, hands trembling. The door rattled, then creaked open. Clara Evans, 40, red hair tucked under a beanie, stood in the frame, phone filming, breath fogging in the cold. "It's me, Lily," she said, voice low, eyes darting. "You good?" Lily eased the pipe down, relief flooding her. "You tailed me?" Clara stepped in, shutting the door. "Had to. Carver's goons are circling." She knelt, eyes softening on Rex. "He's a fighter, huh?" Rex's tail flicked, wary but calm, his gaze shifting between them. Lily nodded, throat tight. "He picked me. Nobody else ever did." Clara's lips curved, warm. "I'm picking you now. Show me that note." Lily hesitated, then passed it over, fingers brushing Clara's. "It was in his collar." "Says Carver's running dogfights." Clara's eyes narrowed, reading it under her phone's glow, filming every word. "This is big," she muttered. "Carver's barn's been dead quiet, too quiet." She looked at Lily, voice sharp. "You know what this means? He'll bury us to keep this secret." Lily's stomach knotted, fear spiking. "What do we do?" Clara tucked the note away, jaw set. "We dig, but you're half frozen." She yanked off her scarf, wrapping it around Lily's shoulders. "Stay put. Keep Rex safe." "I'll check my sources. Might link to the 2020 Casper bust." Lily's eyes widened. "What bust?" Clara's voice dropped. "Feds hit a dogfighting ring." "Carver's name surfaced, but he slithered out. He's got pull." Rex whined, pressing against Lily, his warmth easing her shakes. "His paw's bad," she said, voice cracking, tracing the blood. Clara crouched, checking it. "Needs a vet. Nate Harper's solid, keeps it quiet." Lily bit her lip, panic flaring. "What if Carver finds us?" Clara's eyes locked on hers, fierce. "He won't. I've got your back." A bark sliced the night, sharp, close. Rex sprang up, snarling, ears pinned. Lily's heart raced, gripping the pipe. "They're here." Clara pulled a pistol from her coat, voice a hiss. "Stay low." She cracked the door, peering out. Shadows loomed, 2 figures, heavy, lanterns swinging. "Carver's men," she whispered, slamming it shut. "They're after you." Lily's pulse roared, eyes darting to Rex, teeth bared like a shield. "How'd they know?" Clara's face paled, checking her phone. "My stream. Someone tagged this place." She cursed, killing the feed. "My fault." Boots scuffed closer, voices leaking through. "Kids in there," one growled. Joe, the ranch hand from the corral. "Carver wants that dog's head." Lily's eyes stung, voice breaking. "They'll kill him!" Clara grabbed her arm, urgent. "Not today! Back exit! Move!" Lily nodded, scrambling up, Rex at her heels. They wove through crates, the warehouse dim and icy, Clara's gun leading. The rear door gaped, snow gusting in. Lily's hand grazed Rex's fur, his growl steadying her. A light beam cut the dark, Joe's lantern catching Lily's scarf. "Got him!" he roared, charging, club raised. Rex whirled, snarling, lunging at Joe's knees, teeth snapping. Joe stumbled, club smashing a crate. Clara fired a warning shot, the crack deafening, wood splintering. "Back off!" she yelled, shoving Lily out. The second hand, Sam, drew a knife, sneering. "Hand over the mutt or you're done!" Lily's heart lurched, but Rex stood firm, a wall between her and Sam. She tugged his collar, voice raw. "Rex, come!" He backed off, limping, fierce as they burst into the snow. Clara barred the door with a plank. "Run!" she hissed, sprinting for an alley. Lily followed, Rex's chain dragging, lungs burning. They ducked behind a shed, snow muffling their tracks. Joe's curses faded, but Lily's heart still thundered. "Why's Carver freaking out?" she gasped, clutching Rex, his warmth, her lifeline. Clara's eyes flicked to the note. "It's not just fights," she said, grim. This handwriting, it's Tommy Carver's. His kid's turning on him. Lily's jaw dropped, shock hitting hard. Tommy. The one who spoke up? Clara nodded, face tight. He's risking his neck. Means Carver's game is huge. Rex sniffed the note, growling low like he smelled the truth. Lily's resolve flared, eyes fierce. Tommy's with us? Maybe, Clara said, scanning the dark, but Carver'll crush him and us if we don't act fast. She pulled Lily up, voice sharp. Nate's first. Rex needs help, and we need a plan. Lily gripped Rex's collar, his eyes blazing through pain. No running, she said, voice steady. We end Carver. Rex's tail flicked, a silent oath as they melted into the storm, the note's words burning. Stop him. The snow fell thick, cloaking Pinewood streets in an eerie hush, the January wind slashing through the Wyoming night. Lily Harper, 12, her brown hair matted under Clara's scarf, sprinted down an icy alley, her torn sneakers skidding. Her heart thundered, the note from Rex's collar, Carver's barn. Dog fights, stop him, burning in her pocket. Rex, the German shepherd she'd saved, loped beside her, black and silver fur slick with snow, amber eyes fierce despite blood dripping from his paw. His chain was gone, snapped at the warehouse, but his low growl mirrored her fear. Lily's breath fogged, chest tight. She was a nobody, an orphan, but Rex's trust made her fight. She wouldn't let Carver win. Keep up, boy, she whispered, voice shaky. Rex pressed close, his warmth cutting the cold, a whine answering her. Clara Evans, 40, red hair tucked under a beanie, ran ahead, pistol glinting in the moonlight. Nate's place is close, she hissed, glancing back. Stay sharp. Lily nodded, clutching the rusted pipe from the warehouse, knuckles white. Carver's men, Joe and Sam, were hunting them, their shouts still echoing from the chase. Clara's live stream had betrayed their hideout, and now Carver knew about the note. Lily's gut twisted. Tommy Carver's handwriting meant big trouble. They hit a brick building, its sign flickering, Sullivan's Vet Clinic. Clara pounded the door, snow dusting her coat. Nate, open up! The lock clicked, and Nate Sullivan, 45, balding with tired eyes, peered out, lab coat rumpled. Clara. What's this? His gaze caught Lily, then Rex, blood staining the snow. Hell! What happened? Inside? Clara snapped, shoving Lily through. Rex followed, claws scraping linoleum, his growl steady. The clinic smelled of antiseptic, warmth easing Lily's shivers. Nate bolted the door, face grim. You're dragging trouble here. Clara's eyes flashed. Trouble's on us. Carver's after them. Dogfights, Nate. We got proof. Lily thrust the note at Nate, hands trembling. Tommy Carver wrote it. Says his dad's running fights. Nate's eyes widened, scanning the scrawl. Tommy? Turning on James Carver? Clara nodded, voice tight. He's risking everything. Patch Rex up and keep it quiet. Nate knelt by Rex, hands quick, checking the gash. Tough pup, but this paw's a mess. Needs stitches, Rex whined, leaning into Lily, amber eyes locked on her. Trust absolute. She stroked his fur, throat tight. You'll be fine, boy. Nate glanced up, softening. He's glued to you, kid. That's something. Lily's chest ached, tears stinging. He's my only friend. Clara paced, phone buzzing with live stream alerts. This ain't just fights, she said, voice low. Casper 2020. Feds hit a dog-fighting ring. Carver's name popped up, but he walked. Lily's eyes widened. Tommy knew? Clara's jaw clenched. Maybe. Or guilt's breaking him. A sharp bark cut through. Rex's head snapped up, snarling, ears pinned. Lily's heart lurched, gripping the pipe. What's he here? Clara drew her pistol, edging to the window. Headlights flashed, a truck's engine roaring close. Carver's men, she hissed. Nate paled, grabbing a flashlight. Back room, go! Lily tugged Rex's collar, urging him up, his limp slowing him. Come on, boy! They ducked into a storage room, shelves stacked with meds, air thick with disinfectant. Clara barred the door, whispering, Quiet. Boots stomped outside, voices sharp. "They're here," Joe growled, pounding the door. "Open up, Sullivan." Sam's voice was colder. "We know you got the kid and her mutt." Lily's pulse roared, hand tight on Rex, his growl vibrating. Nate's eyes darted, sweat beading. "I can't take on Carver's crew." Clara's glare was steel. "Stall 'em." Nate nodded, slipping out, voice shaky. "Joe, Sam, what's going on?" Lily pressed against Rex, heart hammering, his warmth her lifeline. Clara's phone buzzed. A text. "Barnes active tonight. North Gate." Her eyes widened, showing Lily. Another tip. "Who's sending these?" Lily whispered, fear spiking. Clara shook her head. "Tommy, maybe. Or a setup." Rex's growl deepened, nose twitching, sniffing a crate in the corner. Lily spotted it. A leather tag, stamped Carver Ranch, half hidden. Her stomach dropped. "What's that doing here?" Clara snatched it, face hardening. "Carver's been in Nate's clinic." Glass shattered out front, Nate's voice rising. "Nobody's here," Joe's shout boomed. "Liar! Tear it apart!" Clara cursed, gun raised. "They're coming." Lily's eyes darted, spotting a vent high on the wall. "There!" she hissed, climbing a shelf, pipe clattering. Clara boosted her, then Rex, his claws scrabbling as Lily pulled him through, his weight heavy, but trust unwavering. They landed in an alley, snow crunching, Clara dropping beside them. "Move," she whispered, sprinting toward the river. Lily followed, Rex's limp slowing him, his growl steady. Headlights swept close, Sam's truck roaring. "There!" Sam yelled, gun drawn. Clara fired back, the shot sparking off metal. "Go!" she shouted, diving behind a bin. Lily dragged Rex into a ditch, snow burying them, her lungs burning. Sam's boots stomped past, cursing. "Check the barn," Joe called, voice fading. "She's headed there." Lily's heart sank. They knew. Rex's amber eyes met hers, fierce, like he'd fight to the death. She stroked his fur, voice breaking. "We're not done, boy." Clara slid in, panting, phone buzzing. "Another tip," she whispered, showing it. "North Gate." Midnight. Lily's eyes widened. "Tommy's helping us?" Clara's face was grim. "Maybe, but Carver's barn's locked tight. Cameras, guards." She glanced at Rex, then Lily. "You in?" Lily's jaw set, fear burning to resolve. For Rex, always. A rustle broke the silence. Hank Riley emerged, gray hair snow-dusted, rifle slung over his shoulder. Lily's heart leapt, pipe raised. "Hank?" Claire's gun snapped up. "What are you doing?" Hank's eyes flicked to Rex, guilt raw. "Worked Carver's barn years back. Saw dogs torn apart, fights for cash, didn't stop it." He met Lily's gaze, voice rough. "I'm stopping it now." Lily's throat tightened, hope sparking. "You're with us?" Hank nodded, tossing Clara a key card. "North Gate, getting quiet." Clara's eyes narrowed. "Why now?" Hank looked at Rex, free and fierce. "'Cause that dog's got more guts than me." Rex's growl softened, nose brushing Lily's hand, like he approved. Clara pocketed the key card, voice sharp. "We hit the barn tonight. Lily, Rex, stay close." Lily nodded, gripping Rex's fur, his eyes blazing. "We end this." But as they slipped into the dark, a shadow lingered. Tommy Carver, 15, hidden in the snow, phone glowing with a text. "They're coming. Be ready." His face wavered, torn between guilt and fear, ally or betrayer. A faint bark echoed from the pines. Another German shepherd, eyes glowing, watching. Lily's heart skipped. "Rex's pack," she whispered, clutching him tighter. Clara's eyes flicked to the trees, voice low. "They're with him. Means we're not alone." Rex's tail flicked, a vow, as they vanished into the storm, the note's words searing. "Stop him." The snow fell in relentless sheets, turning Pinewood's outskirts into a frozen wasteland, the January wind howling through Wyoming's barren pines. Lily Harper, 12, crouched behind a rusted tractor, her breath clouding in the biting cold. Her brown hair clung damp under Clara's scarf, her torn sneakers numb, the stolen note from Rex's collar. Carver's barn, dogfights. Stop him. A fire in her chest. Rex, the German shepherd she'd saved at auction, pressed against her, his black and silver fur dusted with snow, amber eyes fierce despite the fresh stitches on his paw. His low growl was her lifeline, steady in the chaos. Lily's heart pounded, an orphan, a ghost to Pinewood, but Rex's trust gave her fight. Carver's empire would crumble. "Stay low, boy," she whispered, voice quaking. Rex's nose grazed her hand, his warmth cutting through her fear. Clara Evans, 40, red hair tucked under a beanie, knelt beside her, pistol drawn, Hank Riley's keycard glinting in her gloved hand. "North Gate's up there," she hissed, eyes locked on the Carver barn's hulking shadow, its floodlights slicing the storm. Hank, 60, gray hair snow-crusted, crouched nearby, rifle ready, his face etched with guilt. "Guards swap every 10 minutes, he muttered. "We got a shot." Lily's pulse roared, clutching the rusted pipe from the warehouse, knuckles raw. Joe and Sam, Carver's men, were out there, their truck's growl echoing from the clinic chase. Tommy Carver's note meant war, and Lily felt its weight. Clara checked her phone, screen dim. "Tip says fights kick off at midnight." Lily's eyes widened, dread spiking. "Tommy's really on our side?" Clara's jaw tightened. "Maybe. But this barn's a vault. Cameras, muscle." Hank grunted, voice rough. "Always was. Blood, bets. Carver's untouchable." Lily's throat burned, defiance flaring. "Not tonight." A guard's flashlight swept the fence, boots crunching snow. Clara yanked Lily down, Rex's growl soft but deadly. The beam passed, the guard trudging off. "Now," Clara whispered, darting to the gate, keycard swiping green. The lock clicked, gate creaking. They slipped through, snow muffling their steps, the barn's stench, blood, sweat, fear slamming into them. Lily gagged, gripping Rex, his hackles raised, eyes piercing the dark. Inside, crates towered, straw blood-soaked, faint barks echoing from below. Clara led, flashlight low, pistol up. "Stay close," she hissed. Hank flanked them, rifle steady, his shame a shadow. Lily followed, Rex's claws silent, nose sniffing crates. A whip hung on a wall, crusted with blood. Lily's stomach churned, imagining Rex under it. "They hurt you bad," she whispered, tears stinging. Rex whined, pressing closer, a silent pledge to fight. Clara halted, hand raised, voices drifted, sharp, low. "Crowd's itching," a woman said. Ellen Voss, Carver's manager, her blonde hair glinting in a crack of light. "Boss wants the kids' mutt in the pit tonight." Joe's growl answered. "Dog's gone." "Kids with Evans." Voss's laugh was ice. "Find 'em. Carver's doubling the bounty." Lily's heart lurched, clutching Rex. Clara's eyes met hers, fierce. They're rattled. Hank nodded at a side door, marked records. "Carver's books, proofs in there," he whispered. Clara moved, but Rex growled, nose locked on a crate. Lily knelt, prying it open. Dog collars, tags, bloodied, and a ledger. Black Shepherd versus Rot, $500. Carver takes 60%. Her hands shook, shoving it at Clara. "This buries him." Clara filmed it, voice low. "Gold mine." A door slammed, boots stomped, Joe and Sam, lanterns flashing. "Check the crates," Joe barked. Lily's pulse surged, diving behind a stall with Rex, his body hot against hers. Clara and Hank ducked across, shadows clawing. Sam's knife gleamed, his voice a snarl. "I smell that brat." Rex's growl rumbled, but Lily held his muzzle, whispering, "Hush, boy." Her heart hammered, pipes slick with sweat. Clara mouthed, "Go." They crept to the records door, but a crate sparked, flames licking straw, smoke curling. Lily's eyes widened. "Fire!" Sam laughed, tossing a match. "Burn 'em out!" Smoke choked, barks turning to screams. Lily coughed, pulling Rex, but Joe loomed, club raised. "Got you!" Rex lunged, teeth sinking into Joe's arm. Joe howled, club dropping, blood spraying. Clara fired, grazing Sam's shoulder, his knife skittering. "Run!" she yelled, kicking the door open. Hank fired, wood splintering. "Move, kid!" Lily dragged Rex through, smoke burning, ledger clutched, flames roaring. The records room was dim, files stacked, a computer humming. Clara barred the door with a chair. "Find proof," she hissed, hacking the system. Lily rifled drawers, Rex sniffing, his growl low. Papers spilled. Bets, photos of mangled dogs, Carver's signature. Lily gagged, tears falling. "Monsters." Rex nudged her, eyes fierce, urging her on. Clara's screen lit up, a 2020 video labeled Casper Ops. "Bust footage," she muttered, clicking. Grainy images showed Carver's barn, dogs tearing flesh, Carver grinning, cash flying. Lily's blood boiled. "It's him," Clara filmed, voice grim. "This kills him." Rex's growl spiked, nose on a file. Sentinel Project stamped, confidential. Lily yanked it. Neural chip schematics, aggression enhancement, test logs. Her heart sank. They wired Rex? The door shuddered, Joe's club, wood cracking. "Open it!" he roared. Sam's voice was ice. "You're dead, kid!" Clara's pistol snapped up. "We're trapped!" Lily spotted a frosted window loose. "There!" she hissed, climbing crates, pipe clattering. Hank boosted Rex, Lily pulling him, his weight heavy, trust total. They dropped into snow, Clara and Hank scrambling out, flames licking the barn. Headlights blazed, Voss's truck screeching up. "They're out!" she shouted, gun drawn. Clara fired, bullet pinging metal. "Run!" Lily clutched the file, Rex at her heels, sprinting for pines. Voss's shot cracked, grazing Hank's arm, blood spraying. He stumbled, rifle falling, but waved them on. "Go!" he growled, diving behind a stump. Lily's lungs burned, dragging Rex into the trees, snow burying tracks. Clara pulled them down, panting, phone buzzing. Laura Nguyen, Paws of Hope. "Meet now." Lily's eyes widened. "Laura?" Clara's face was grim. "Animal rights fighter." "Our way out." Rex's growl softened, sniffing the file, a chip diagram slipping out. Carver Industries. Lily's heart stopped, a neural chip tied to Rex's scars. "They made him a weapon?" Clara pocketed it, eyes dark. "Carver's no rancher, he's a trafficker." Barks echoed. Rex's pack, eyes glowing in the pines. Lily's pulse surged. "They're here." Rex's tail flicked, fierce, a leader. Clara nodded. "They're ours." But a shadow moved. Tommy Carver, 15, hidden, phone glowing. "They have Sentinel. Stop them." His face twisted, guilt clashing with fear, savior or snake. Snow churned under pine woods' gray dawn, the Wyoming wind biting as Lily Harper, 12, huddled in a ditch by the river, her breath fogging in the January chill. Her brown hair was tangled under Clara's scarf, her sneakers soaked, the Sentinel Project file clutched tight, its neural chip diagram, linked to Rex, burning her mind. Rex, the German shepherd she'd saved, lay beside her, black and silver fur matted with snow, amber eyes fierce despite his stitched paw. His low growl steadied her, a beacon in the dark. Lily's heart raced, an orphan, unseen by Pinewood, but Rex's trust fueled her fight. Carver's dog-fighting ring was crumbling, and she'd help bury it. "Stay strong, boy," she whispered, voice raw. Rex nudged her hand, his warmth cutting through her fear. Clara Evans, 40, red hair hidden under a beanie, crouched nearby, pistol holstered, phone dim with a text. Laura Nguyen, Paws of Hope, safe house now. Hank Riley, 60, gray hair snow-dusted, leaned against a tree, his arm bandaged from Voss's shot, rifle at his side. "Carver's barn's on lockdown," he muttered, voice rough. "They know we got the file." Lily's pulse surged, gripping the rusted pipe from the warehouse, knuckles pale. Joe and Sam, Carver's men, were hunting, their shouts from the barn fire still echoing. Tommy Carver's note, and now the Sentinel chip, meant Carver's empire was bigger than fights. Clara scanned the riverbank, eyes sharp. Laura's our shot. She's got pull with animal rights folks. Lily's throat tightened, hope flickering. She'll help Rex. Clara nodded, grim. If we get that file to her, yeah. Hank grunted, wincing as he shifted. Carver's got eyes everywhere. Move fast. Lily's eyes burned, clutching Rex. He's not going back to that barn. A bark echoed from the pines, Rex's pack, eyes glinting, circling the ditch. Lily's heart leapt. They're still here. Rex's ears flicked, a soft whine answering like he led them. Clara's lips twitched. Your boy's got an army. But her phone buzzed. A live stream comment. Carver's offering $10K for the kid and dog. Lily's stomach dropped. They won't stop. Clara killed the feed, voice low. We hit the safe house, then Laura. She stood, pistol ready, but headlights flared, a truck roaring down the river road. Down, she hissed, yanking Lily flat, Rex's growl muffled against her. Hank ducked, rifle up, blood seeping through his bandage. The truck slowed, Joe's voice barking. Check the ditch. They're close. Sam's flashlight swept, beam grazing Rex's fur. Lily's heart slammed, holding Rex's muzzle, whispering, Quiet, boy. The beam passed, the truck rumbling off. Clara exhaled, pulling Lily up. Move! They sprinted for the safe house, a boarded-up cabin in the woods, snow crunching underfoot. Clara kicked the door open, musty air hitting them. Clear, she muttered, bolting it behind. Hank slumped against a wall, face pale, clutching his arm. Lily knelt by Rex, stroking his fur, his amber eyes locked on her. You're safe now, she lied, fear clawing her chest. Clara set the file on a crate, flipping it open. Chip designs, test logs, subject, Black Shepherd, aggression enhanced. Lily's throat burned, tears falling. They turned you into a weapon, Rex, he whined, nuzzling her, a vow to fight. Nate Sullivan, 45, balding and tense, arrived, vet bag in hand, summoned by Clara. This is crazy, he muttered, checking Rex's paw. He's healing, but that chip's deep, scar tissue's old. Lily's eyes widened. Can you get it out? Nate frowned, probing gently. Maybe. Risky. Clara's phone buzzed. A text. Tommy at barn. Wants to talk. Lily's pulse spiked. Tommy's here? Clara's face hardened. Could be legit, or a trap. Hank coughed, voice weak. Kid's scared. Saw too much. Lily's mind raced, Tommy's guilty face at the auction flashing back. He wrote the note, he's helping us. Clara's eyes narrowed. Or selling us out? She stood, pistol ready. We meet him, but careful. Lily nodded, gripping Rex's fur, his growl steady. Let's go. Nate stayed with Hank, muttering, Don't die out there. Clara led, Lily and Rex trailing, the safe house fading behind. The barn loomed, floodlights dimmed, smoke still curling from the fire. Clara signaled, crouching by the north gate. Tommy's inside, she whispered, keycard ready. Rex's ears pinned, sniffing, a chemical scent, like the chip file. Lily's heart lurched. Something's wrong. Clara swiped the card, gate clicking, and they slipped in, straw crunching, the air thick with blood and ash. Tommy, 15, brown hair messy, stood by a crate, face pale, hands shaking. I didn't mean for this, he stammered, seeing Lily. I saw what Dad did, dogs, chips, everything. Lily's eyes burned, stepping forward, Rex at her side. Why'd you write the note? Tommy's voice cracked. I couldn't watch anymore. Rex, he didn't deserve it. Rex's growl softened, like he sensed truth, but Clara's pistol stayed up. Prove it, kid. What's Carver planning? Tommy swallowed, pulling a USB from his jacket. This, videos, logs, Sentinel deals. Dad's selling chips to buyers, not just fights. Lily's jaw dropped, shock hitting. He's trafficking? Tommy nodded, eyes wet. I stole it from his office. He'll kill me. Clara grabbed the USB, filming it. This could end him. A door creaked. Ellen Voss, blonde hair loose, gun drawn, stepped from the shadows. "Nice try, Tommy," she sneered. 2 guards, Joe and a new face, Kessler, flanking her. Lily's heart stopped. "You set us up?" Tommy's face crumpled, voice raw. "No, I swear!" Voss laughed cold. Kid soft. Carver knew he'd crack. Rex snarled, lunging at Kessler, teeth grazing his leg. Kessler cursed, club swinging, but Lily swung her pipe, cracking his arm. "Stay back!" she yelled, voice fierce. Clara fired, bullet pinging off a crate, shoving Tommy behind her. "Run!" Joe charged, gun raised, but Rex tackled him, teeth sinking into his shoulder, blood spraying. Voss fired, bullet grazing Clara's arm, her pistol clattering. "You're done!" Voss roared, aiming at Rex. Lily screamed, diving for Rex, pipe raised, but Tommy lunged, tackling Voss, her gun skidding. "Stop!" he yelled, pinning her. Clara scrambled up, grabbing her pistol, blood dripping. "Move, Lily!" Lily dragged Rex back, his growl fierce, the USB in her hand. They bolted for the gate, Tommy stumbling behind, Voss's curses echoing. Kessler fired, bullets splintering wood, but Hank's rifle cracked from the trees, dropping Kessler with a shot to the leg. "Go!" Hank shouted, limping forward, covering them. They hit the pines, snow burying tracks, lungs burning. Clara clutched her arm, blood soaking her sleeve, USB safe. Lily's eyes stung, clutching Rex, his warmth her anchor. "You saved us, boy," she gasped, tears falling. Rex whined, nuzzling her fierce despite pain. Tommy panted, face ashen. "I didn't know she'd follow me," he stammered. Clara's glare was ice. "You better not be lying, kid." Lily's heart raced, eyes on Tommy. "Why risk it?" Tommy's voice broke. "I saw Rex fight, saw him bleed. I couldn't let Dad win." Rex's amber eyes met his, softening, like he forgave. Clara's phone buzzed. "Laura and Gwen, safe house now, bring proof." Lily's hope surged. "She'll stop Carver?" Clara nodded, grim. "If we make it." Barks echoed, Rex's pack, eyes glowing, circling the trees. Lily's pulse leapt. "They're with us." Rex's tail flicked, a leader's command. Hank limped up, rifle slung, blood staining his coat. "Voss'll call Carver," he rasped. "He'll come hard." Clara's eyes darkened, pocketing the USB. Then we hit harder. Lily gripped the file, Rex's warmth steadying her, the chip diagram heavy in her mind. "They made you a monster," she whispered, tears falling. "But you're my hero." Rex's growl was fierce, a vow to fight. But in the shadows a phone glowed, Voss, bloodied, texting. "They have Sentinel. Kill them all." Her smirk was cold, a predator's promise, as Pinewood's storm swallowed their tracks. The Wyoming storm raged, snow burying Pinewood's pines as Lily Harper, 12, sprinted through the frozen woods, her breath sharp in the January night. Her brown hair clung wet under Clara's scarf, her sneakers soaked, the Sentinel project file and Tommy's USB heavy in her jacket. Rex, her German shepherd, ran beside her, black and silver fur slick, amber eyes blazing despite his stitched paw. His growl was her anchor, fierce and steady. Lily's heart pounded, an orphan, a nobody to Pinewood. But Rex's trust made her fearless. Carver's dog-fighting ring was cracking and she'd tear it down. "Keep moving, boy," she whispered, voice raw. Rex nudged her, his warmth cutting the cold, a low whine urging her on. Clara Evans, 40, red hair under a beanie, led the way, pistol drawn, blood dripping from her grazed arm. Tommy Carver, 15, stumbled behind, face pale, his betrayal of his father, James Carver, making him a target. "I didn't know Voss was there," he panted, guilt thick. Clara's glare was ice. "Prove it, kid, or you're next." Lily gripped Rex's fur, eyes on Tommy. "You better be straight." They reached a safe house, a cedar cabin hidden deep in the woods, its windows dark. Clara kicked the door open, musty air hitting them. "Clear!" she hissed, bolting it. Lily collapsed against a wall, clutching the file, Rex pressing close, his growl low. Tommy slumped, hands shaking. "Dad'll kill me for this," he muttered. Clara's pistol stayed up, voice sharp. "He'll kill us all if we don't move fast." Headlights flashed outside, tires crunching snow. Lily's heart lurched, grabbing Rex. "They found us!" Clara peered through a crack, cursing. "Voss's truck!" Rex's hackles rose, snarling, his amber eyes locked on the door. Clara's phone buzzed. A text. "Laura Nguyen. Paws of Hope. Barn. Now." "She's close," Clara whispered, eyes narrowing. "But this feels wrong." The door rattled, a voice booming. Ellen Voss, blonde hair loose, gun raised. "Open up, or we torch it." Two guards, Sam and a new man, Kessler, flanked her, lanterns glaring. Lily's pulse roared, clutching Rex, his growl a shield. Clara signaled, whispering, "Back exit." They crept through the cabin, boards creaking, Rex's claws silent. Tommy hesitated, voice breaking. "I'm sorry, Lily." She glared, pipe raised. "Help us, or you're no better than your dad." The back door loomed, snow gusting in. Clara eased it open, but a spark flared, gasoline pooling under the porch, Voss's match igniting it. Flames roared, smoke choking. Lily coughed, dragging Rex, his growl fierce. "Go!" Clara yelled, firing at the porch, Voss ducking, her laugh cold. "You're trapped, Evans!" Sam charged, knife glinting, but Rex lunged, teeth sinking into his arm, blood spraying. Sam howled, knife clattering. Lily's lungs burned, shoving Tommy through the door, Rex at her heels. Clara fired again, bullet grazing Kessler's leg, his club dropping. "Run!" she shouted, diving into snow. Flames licked the cabin, heat searing. Lily clutched the file, USB in her pocket, sprinting for the pines. Tommy stumbled, panting. "They'll kill us!" Clara grabbed his arm, voice fierce. "Not if we get to Laura." They hit a clearing, the barn's floodlights dim in the distance. Smoke still rising from the earlier fire. A figure waited. Laura Nguyen, 37, long black hair, coat crisp despite the storm, a Paws of Hope badge glinting. "You Lily?" she asked, eyes sharp, scanning Rex. Lily nodded, heart racing. "We got proof. Carver's fights. Chips." Laura took the file, flipping it, her face hardening. "Sentinel's no myth. They're trafficking neural tech." Lily's eyes widened, shock hitting. "Tech? Like Rex's chip?" Laura nodded, grim. "Military-grade aggression boosters, Carver's selling to black markets." Rex whined, pressing against Lily, his eyes fierce like he knew. Clara filmed, voice low. "This goes viral, Carver's done." Tommy's face paled, voice shaking. "Dad's buyers, they're big, dangerous." A bark echoed Rex's pack, eyes glowing, circling the clearing. Lily's pulse surged. "They're here." Rex's tail flicked, a leader's command. Laura's eyes flicked to the trees. "They're with him. Good." But her phone buzzed, a video feed, grainy, showing Carver's barn, dogs caged, men betting, James Carver grinning. Lily's stomach churned. "That's now?" Laura's jaw set. "Live feed. Feds are moving, but we need more." Clara pocketed her phone, blood dripping. "We hit the barn again." Tommy shook his head, terrified. "Dad's there. He'll know I snitched." Lily's eyes burned, stepping forward. "You owe Rex." "Help us." Tommy swallowed, nodding, guilt raw. "There's a back tunnel, Dad's office, more files." Clara's eyes narrowed. "You better not be playing us." Tommy's voice cracked. "I'm not. I swear." Rex's growl softened like he believed him, but Lily's gut twisted. Trust was risky. They crept toward the barn, snow muffling steps, Laura leading with a flashlight. The tunnel entrance, hidden under straw, was locked, but Tommy's hands shook, prying it open. "Dad's code," he muttered, punching numbers. The hatch clicked, revealing a damp passage, air thick with blood and chemicals. Lily gagged, clutching Rex, his nose sniffing. Growl low. "He smells it," she whispered, heart pounding. Inside, crates lined the walls, cages rattling with trapped dogs. Clara filmed, voice grim. "This is hell." Laura's flashlight swept, landing on a steel door. Carver's office. Tommy froze, voice breaking. "He's in there." Rex's growl spiked, hackles up, sniffing a crate. Vials, needles labeled Sentinel Aggression Serum. Lily's heart sank. "They doped him." The door creaked. James Carver, 60, silver hair slick, stepped out, gun drawn, eyes cold. "Tommy!" he snarled, spotting his son. "You traitor!" Lily's heart stopped, pipe raised. "Leave him alone," Carver laughed, gun swinging to Rex. "That mutt's done." Clara fired, bullet pinging metal, but Carver ducked, shouting, "Kessler, now!" Kessler burst from a side door, shotgun raised, flanked by Joe. "End 'em!" he roared. Rex lunged, teeth sinking into Kessler's leg, blood spraying. Joe swung a club, but Lily cracked her pipe across his arm, bones crunching. "Stay back," she yelled, voice fierce. Clara tackled Carver, gun skidding, but Voss appeared, blonde hair wild, knife drawn. "You're dead, kid!" Tommy dove, grabbing Voss's arm, knife clattering. "Stop, Ellen!" he yelled, pinning her. Laura fired, grazing Joe, his club dropping. "Feds are coming," she shouted, filming. Lily dragged Rex back, his growl fierce, the USB safe. The tunnel shook. Barks, growls, Rex's pack surged in, eyes glowing, snarling at Carver's men. Lily's hope soared. "They're here!" Carver scrambled for his gun, but Laura kicked it away, cuffing him. "James Carver, you're done!" Voss fought, but Tommy held her, tears falling. "I'm sorry, Dad." Clara grabbed the vials, filming, blood dripping. "This nails Sentinel." Lily clutched Rex, his warmth her anchor, tears falling. "You led 'em, boy." Headlights blazed. FBI vans screeched up, agents storming in. Laura shouted, "Take 'em!" Carver's face twisted, cuffed, snarling. "You'll pay, Tommy." Lily's heart raced. Rex's growl steady, but Voss's phone buzzed, a text glowing. "Directors watching." "Finish it." Lily's blood chilled. Someone bigger was out there. Rex's pack circled, eyes fierce, a vow of protection. Clara's voice was grim. "This ain't over." Lily gripped Rex, his amber eyes blazing. "We'll stop 'em, boy." But in the shadows, a figure watched. Marcus Tate, 48, Carver's silent partner, his phone glowing with a reply. "Plan B." His smirk was cold, a storm brewing. Snow lashed pine woods, icy streets, the Wyoming night a frozen maze as Lily Harper, 12, slipped through the service entrance of the Grand Pinewood Hotel. Her brown hair clung damp under Clara's scarf, her sneakers squelched, the Sentinel Project file and Tommy's USB weighing heavy in her patched jacket. Rex, her German shepherd, moved like a shadow beside her, black and silver fur wet, amber eyes blazing despite his stitched paw. His low growl anchored her, fierce and unwavering. Lily's heart thumped, an orphan, invisible to Pinewood, but Rex's trust made her bold. Carver's empire was teetering, and she'd topple it. "Stay with me, boy," she whispered, voice shaking. Rex's nose brushed her hand, his warmth slicing through the cold, a soft whine urging her on. Clara Evans, 40, red hair tucked under a beanie, led the way, her bandaged arms stiff from Voss's bullet, a borrowed blazer hiding her pistol. Tommy Carver, 15, trailed, his face pale, eyes haunted after betraying his father, James Carver. "I didn't know it was this bad," he mumbled, voice cracking. Clara's glare cut sharp. "Keep up, kid, or you're out." Lauren Gwynn, 37, long black hair tied back, paws of hope badge glinting, flanked them, her phone streaming live to her followers. "Feds are closing in," she whispered, eyes darting down the hotel's dim service corridor. "But Carver's buyers are here, big money." Lily's pulse surged, clutching Rex, the USB afire in her pocket. Hank Riley, nursing his wound at the safe house, had warned, "Carver's untouchable, not tonight." The hotel's ballroom glowed, chandeliers casting gold over tuxedos and shimmering gowns, Pinewood's elite laughing at the annual gala. Clara guided them to a service elevator, her voice low. "Marcus Tate's running this. Carver's shadow." "He's the director." Lily's stomach knotted, Voss's text echoing. "Director's watching. Finish it." "He's after us?" she whispered, gripping Rex's fur. Laura's jaw set, grim. "He's the brain behind Sentinel." They slipped into the ballroom's shadows, the air thick with cigar smoke and perfume. Lily ducked behind a velvet curtain. Rex pressed close, his growl a quiet warning. The crowd roared as Marcus Tate, 48, sleek in a black suit, took the stage, his smile polished but cold. "To Pinewood's prosperity," he boomed, raising a glass. Lily's heart raced. His eyes swept the room, predatory, like he sensed them. Clara's phone buzzed. A text. Tate's office, 3rd floor. Files now. "Tommy, this you?" she hissed, showing him. Tommy's eyes widened, shaking his head. "No way. Someone else knows." Lily's gut twisted, Rex's ears pinned, sniffing, chemicals faint like the sentinel vials. "He's on edge," she whispered, heart pounding. Laura signaled, leading to a back stairwell, her flashlight low. "We hit his office," she said, voice sharp. "Proof's there." Tommy's voice shook, trailing. "Tate's worse than Dad. He scared him." Clara's pistol gleamed. "Good. Means he's hiding something big." Lily gripped Rex, his amber eyes fierce. "We'll find it, boy." The stairwell was dark, steps creaking as they climbed to the 3rd floor, a polished door marked private. Laura picked the lock, hands steady, and they slipped inside, the air heavy with leather and ink. Files towered, a laptop hummed. Clara hacked in, her face tense. Sentinel deals, black market, millions. Lily rifled drawers, Rex sniffing, his growl low, nose locked on a locked cabinet. She pried it, vials, chips, logs. Subject 12, Black Shepherd, Casper, 2020. Her heart sank. They tested on Rex. Laura's flashlight caught a photo, Carver and Tate, shaking hands, a caged dog behind. "They built this," she muttered, filming. Clara's screen flickered. A live feed, Tate slipping into a private room downstairs, briefcase in hand. "He's moving," Clara hissed. "Time's up." Rex's growl spiked, hackles rising, eyes on the door. Lily's pulse roared. He hears trouble. The door rattled. Boots, voices. "Check the office," a guard barked. Kessler limping from Hank's shot. Clara's pistol snapped up. "Hide." They ducked behind a desk, Rex's growl muffled, Lily's hand on his muzzle. "Quiet, boy," she whispered, heart slamming. The door burst open. Kessler, shotgun raised, with Lena Holt, 47, Carver's silent ally, gun drawn, eyes cold. "They're here," Lena sneered. Lily's breath caught, but Tommy stood, hands up, voice trembling. "Lena, stop!" Lena's laugh was chilling. "You're a disgrace, Tommy!" Rex lunged, teeth grazing her leg, her gun skidding. Kessler fired, shotgun blasting a window, glass shattering. Lily screamed, "Rex!" Clara shot, bullet grazing Kessler's arm, blood spraying. Laura tackled Lena, cuffing her, shouting, "You're done!" Lily pulled Rex back, his growl fierce, the USB safe. Tommy grabbed a file, tears streaming. "I didn't call them." Clara's voice was steel. "Prove it!" The laptop beeped. A video call, Tate's face filling the screen, cold. "You're late, Evans. My buyers have the chips." Lily's blood froze, gripping Rex. "He's selling now?" Laura filmed, voice sharp. "This is live, Tate. The world's watching." Tate's smile faltered, cutting the call. Clara's phone buzzed. FBI, outside, moving in. Lily's heart raced. Rex's growl steady, his pack's barks echoing outside, crashing through the broken window, snarling at Kessler. "They're here," Lily gasped, hope surging. Rex led them, a black and silver blur, pinning Kessler, teeth bared. Clara cuffed Kessler, blood dripping. "It's over." Laura grabbed the laptop, streaming. "The world sees you, Tate." Tommy's voice broke, clutching a file. Sentinel youth trials, names, ages 10 to 15. "They used kids," he whispered, tears falling. Lily's jaw dropped, shock punching her gut. "Kids? Like me?" Laura's eyes widened, filming. "This destroys Tate." A shadow moved. Ellen Voss, freed, gun raised, stepping from a closet. "Not yet," she hissed, aiming at Lily. Rex snarled, lunging, teeth sinking into her arm, gun skidding. Voss screamed, blood spraying as Laura cuffed her. "Stay down!" FBI agents stormed in, shouting, "Hands up!" Carver, Voss, Lena, cuffed, dragged out, faces twisted in rage. Lily clutched Rex, tears falling, his warmth her rock. "You let him, boy," she whispered, voice raw. Rex whined, nuzzling her, fierce despite pain. Clara's live stream exploded. "Rex is a hero." "Lily's unstoppable," Tommy slumped, sobbing. "I'm sorry," he whispered. Lily gripped his shoulder, eyes soft. "You did good?" Laura's voice cut through. Tate slipped the feds. Clara's jaw set, pocketing the laptop. "He's the director. He's running." Lily's heart sank. Rex's growl steady. "We'll get him," she said, voice fierce. Sparks rang. Rex's pack, eyes glowing, guarding them. But in the pines, a phone glowed. Tate, texting, "Plan C. Kill the girl." His smirk was ice, a storm brewing. Show in sidebar. The Wyoming dawn broke gray, snow swirling across Pinewood's frozen fields, as Lily Harper, 12, crouched behind a rusted fuel tank at a remote airstrip, her breath sharp in the January chill. Her brown hair was tangled under Clara's scarf, her sneakers soaked, the Sentinel Project file and Tommy's USB heavy in her jacket. Rex, her German shepherd, pressed against her, black and silver fur, slick amber eyes fierce despite his stitched paw. His growl steadied her, a fierce vow in the chaos. Lily's heart pounded. An orphan, a nobody to Pinewood, but Rex's trust made her fight. Marcus Tate, the director, was slipping away, and she'd stop him. "Stay sharp, boy," she whispered, voice raw. Rex's nose grazed her hand, his warmth cutting through the cold, a low whine urging her on. Clara Evans, 40, red hair under a beanie, knelt beside her, pistol drawn, blood crusted on her bandaged arm from Voss's shot. Laura Nguyen, 37, long black hair tied back, Paws of Hope badge glinting, crouched nearby, her phone streaming live, the USB and file safe in her coat. Tommy Carver, 15, huddled close, face pale, guilt etched deep after betraying his father, James Carver, now cuffed by feds. "Tate's jet's there," Tommy whispered, voice shaking, pointing to a sleek plane, engines humming. "He's running." Clara's eyes narrowed, scanning the airstrip, its floodlights dim in the storm. "Feds are 10 minutes out," she hissed, checking her phone. "We stall him." Lily's pulse surged, gripping her rusted pipe, knuckles white. Hank Riley was back at the safe house, nursing his wound, but his words rang. Carver's untouchable. Tate was worse, and his text haunted her. Plan C. "Kill the girl. He's after me," she muttered, clutching Rex. Laura's jaw set, grim. "Not if we get him first." A bark echoed from the pines. Rex's pack, eyes glinting, circling the airstrip. Lily's heart leapt. "They're here." Rex's ears flicked, a soft growl answering like he led them. Clara's lips twitched. "Your boy's got backup." But Laura's phone buzzed, a live stream comment. Tate's offering $50K for the kid's head. Lily's stomach dropped, fear spiking. "They won't quit." Clara killed the feed, voice low. "We hit the jet, grabbed Tate's files." She stood, pistol ready, but headlights flashed. A black SUV roared up, skidding beside the jet. "Down!" Clara hissed, yanking Lily flat, Rex's growl muffled. Tommy ducked, trembling, Laura's flashlight dim. The SUV's doors opened. Marcus Tate, 48, suit crisp despite the storm, briefcase in hand, flanked by Ellen Voss, freed from custody, and a new guard, Kessler, limping from Rex's bite. "Load the chips!" Tate barked, voice cold, tossing the case to Voss. "We're airborne in 5. Lily's heart slammed, clutching Rex, his amber eyes locked on Tate. "He's selling now," she whispered, voice shaking. Laura filmed, voice low. "Those chips, Sentinel tech, worth millions." Clara's eyes darkened, pistol up. "We stop him." Tommy's voice cracked, pointing to a hangar. "His backup files. There." Lily's hopes surged, gripping Rex's fur. "We get him, boy." They crept toward the hangar, snow muffling steps, Laura's flashlight low. Rex led, nose sniffing, growl soft but deadly. The hangar door was ajar, crates stacked inside labeled Sentinel Exports, Clara pried one open. Vials, chips, buyer lists. Jackpot, she muttered, filming. Lily rifled a crate, finding a ledger. Youth Trials, Subject 17, Pinewood, 2025. Her blood chilled. They're targeting kids here? Tommy's face paled, tears falling. I didn't know. Rex's growl spiked, hackles up, eyes on the door. Lily's pulse roared. He hears something. Boots crunched, Kessler, shotgun raised, storming in. Got him, he roared, firing, bullet blasting a crate. Splinters flew, Lily screaming. Rex! Clara fired back, grazing Kessler's arm, blood spraying. Laura tackled him, cuffing his wrists, shouting, Stay down! But Voss slipped in, knife gleaming, lunging at Lily. You're done, kid, Rex snarled, lunging, teeth sinking into Voss's arm, knife skidding. Voss screamed, blood spraying as Lily swung her pipe, cracking her knee. Stay away, she yelled, voice fierce. Clara grabbed Voss, cuffing her, blood dripping. You're finished. Tommy stood frozen, eyes wide. I didn't call them, he stammered. Laura's eyes narrowed, shoving him. Prove it. The jet's engines roared, Tate boarding, briefcase gone. Lily's heart lurched. He's leaving. Clara sprinted for the tarmac, pistol up, shouting, Stop him! Laura filmed, running, her live stream surging. Save Rex, stop Tate. Rex led Lily, his limp slowing him, growl fierce. Tommy grabbed a crate, pulling a chip vial, tears falling. I'm with you, he said, voice raw, sprinting after. Tate reached the jet's ramp, turning, gun drawn, face cold. You're too late, he sneered, aiming at Lily. Rex lunged, teeth grazing Tate's leg, gun skidding. Tate stumbled, cursing, but a guard, Lena Holt, freed, gun raised, fired, bullet grazing Rex's flank, blood spraying. Lily screamed, no, diving for him, pipe raised. Clara fired, dropping Lena, her gun clattering. Stay down. Laura tackled Tate, cuffing him, shouting, You're done. Lily clutched Rex, blood soaking her hands, tears falling. Hold on, boy, she sobbed, his amber eyes locked on her, fierce despite pain. Tommy knelt, pressing his jacket to Rex's wound, voice breaking. I'm sorry. Clara filmed, blood dripping, voice grim. He's a hero. Laura's live stream roared. Rex fights on. Lily's unstoppable. FBI vans screeched up, agents storming the tarmac, shouting, Hands up! Tate, Voss, Lena, cuffed, dragged off, faces twisted. Clara's phone buzzed. A text. Directors not Tate. Plan D. Lily's blood froze, shock hitting. Not Tate? Laura's eyes widened, grabbing the briefcase. Files, buyer names, a note. True director, unknown, Pinewood Mole. Someone's still out there, she muttered, filming. Rex whined, nuzzling Lily, his growl weak but steady. You saved us, she whispered, tears streaming, his warmth her anchor. Clara's voice was grim, pocketing the note. The real director's watching. Tommy's face paled, voice shaking. I heard Dad talk. A shadow boss, bigger than Tate. Lily's heart sank, gripping Rex, his pack sparks echoing, eyes glowing in the pines, guarding them. Laura stood, laptop streaming. This goes global, she said, voice fierce. We'll find them. Clara nodded, blood dripping. Safe house now. Lily lifted Rex, his weight heavy, amber eyes fierce. We're not done, boy, she said, voice steady. But in the shadows, a phone glowed, a figure unseen, texting. Plan D. Kill them all. The smirk was cold, a storm brewing. Chapter 9. Haven of Hope. Golden sunlight spilled over Pinewood's rolling hills, the Wyoming spring alive with wildflowers as the Lily Rex Sanctuary opened its gates, a former Carver barn reborn as a refuge for abused animals and at-risk kids. Lily Harper, 12, stood by a new wooden sign, her brown hair tied back, her once-torn sneakers replaced with sturdy boots. Her heart swelled, the Sentinel Project file and Tommy's USB, proof that toppled James Carver and Marcus Tate, now a distant wait. Rex, her German shepherd, bounded across the grass, black and silver fur, glossy, amber eyes bright despite faint scars on his paw and flank. His paws of hope tag gleamed, a badge of valor. His pack, 5 German shepherds led by a scarred female, lounged nearby, their bond with Rex a quiet strength. Lily's chest ached. An orphan no more, she and Rex had sparked a movement, and Pinewood was healing. "Show 'em, boy," Lily laughed, tossing a frisbee. Rex leapt, snatching it mid-air, tail wagging, dropping it at her feet with a proud whine. She knelt, ruffling his fur, his warmth grounding her joy. "You saved me, buddy," she whispered, eyes glistening. Clara Evans, 40, red hair loose, handed out flyers, her arm healed, a Paws of Hope badge pinned to her jacket. "Carver, Voss, Tate, their history," she said, voice warm. "You did this, kid." Lily's throat tightened, clutching Rex. "We did." Lauren Gwen, 37, long black hair tied back, leaned against a fence, her live stream capturing the crowd. Kids painting murals, dogs romping, volunteers building kennels. "Sanctuaries funded, 10 million and climbing," she said, smiling. Rex's story's global. Tommy Carver, 15, now a volunteer, hauled a water bucket, his face softer, guilt easing after turning on his father. "I'm trying," he muttered, glancing at Lily. She nodded, eyes kind. "You're here. That's enough." Nate Sullivan, 45, balding, set up a vet station, checking a rescued pup. "Rex's chip's gone," he said, patting Lily's shoulder. "He's free." Hank Riley, gray hair strong again, walked the grounds, rifle swapped for a clipboard, organizing youth programs. "This place is hope," he said, gruff but proud. Lily's heart soared, Rex nuzzling her, his amber eyes fierce, a hero's gaze. The sanctuary buzzed, kids laughed, dogs barked, a banner flapping, Paws of Hope. Clara stepped to the mic, voice ringing. "This haven's for the broken, the silenced." Lily and Rex showed us how to fight. The crowd cheered, phones flashing, some wiping tears. Lily took the mic, her voice steady despite nerves. "Rex saw me when nobody did," she said, eyes on him. "He's my family, this place. It's his promise." Rex yipped, pressing close, sparking a roar, signs waving, "Rex rules," and Lily's "our hero." Laura unveiled a bronze statue, Lily, Rex, his pack, neural chips shattered at their feet. "For courage," she said, saluting. The crowd roared, some sobbing, others hugging rescued dogs. Tommy raised a sign, "Paws of Hope forever." Clara's livestream surged. Rex is a legend. Lily's unstoppable. Lily's chest ached, tears falling. Rex's warmth, her anchor. "We did it, boy," she whispered, voice cracking. But the air shifted, a chill cutting the warmth. Rex froze, growling, amber eyes locked on a figure by the water station. A woman, late 40s, dark scarf, slipping through the crowd. Lily's heart skipped, recognizing her from FBI files. Carla Voss, Ellen's sister, thought vanished after the airstrip bust. "Carla?" she gasped, gripping Rex. Clara's hand snapped to her pistol, voice low. "She's the real director. Escaped custody." Laura checked her phone, paling. "She's tied to Sentinel's global network, targeting this sanctuary." Carla smirked, moving toward a parked van, a duffel bag slung over her shoulder. Rex bolted, barking fierce, scars slowing him but spirit unbroken, weaving through volunteers. Lily shouted, "Rex, stop her!" Clara sprinted, gun drawn, dodging a food stall. "Carla Voss, freeze!" Laura filmed, running, her live stream buzzing. Rex catches the boss. "Lily's back." Tommy grabbed Lily's arm, eyes wide. "She's after you," Nate radioed, voice urgent. "Feds, suspect at sanctuary." Lily's heart raced, chasing Rex, pipe raised, the crowd parting, gasps rising. Rex cornered Carla by the van, snarling, the duffel at her feet. Carla raised her hands, sneering. "Cute dog, too late." Clara aimed, breathless. "You're done." Carla laughed, voice cold. "Check the bag." Laura tackled her, cuffing her wrists, ripping open the duffel, Sentinel chip blueprints, a burner phone, a hit list naming Lily, Tommy, and Sanctuary kids. Lily's stomach dropped, breath hitching. "She's restarting Sentinel?" Clara shouted, "Clear the area!" Laura scrolled the phone, face grim. Buyer names, trafficking routes, it's over. Lily clutched Rex, tears falling, his bloodied flank staining her hands. "You saved us again, boy," she gasped, voice breaking. Rex whined, nuzzling her, fierce despite pain. Tommy knelt, eyes wet. "I didn't know she was out," he stammered. Clara's glare softened, voice low. "You're clean, kid." Laura's live stream roared. "Rex stops another. Lily's a warrior." The crowd cheered, some rushing to help, others filming. Nate arrived, vet bag in hand, stitching Rex's flank, his voice calm. "He's tough, Lily. He'll pull through." Hank pushed through, clipboard down, eyes proud. "That dog's more than a hero. He's us." A child, 8, slipped forward, clutching a drawing. "For Rex," she said, shy, handing it to Lily. A German shepherd by a barn, labeled Our Savior. Lily's throat tightened, showing it to the crowd. "This is why we fight," she said, voice cracking, tears streaming. The crowd roared, signs waving, phones flashing. Clara's mic crackled, her voice clear. "This sanctuary's for every lost soul, every loyal heart. Lily and Rex showed us how to stand." But a phone buzzed in Carla's pocket, a text glowing, Plan E, Sanctuary Falls. Lily's blood chilled, shock hitting. "Another director?" Laura grabbed it, filming, voice grim. "Someone's still running Sentinel." Clara's eyes darkened, pocketing the phone. "We'll hunt 'em." Tommy's voice shook, stepping forward. "I heard Tate talk. A Pinewood mole, someone close." Lily's heart sank, eyes scanning the crowd, fear spiking. "Close?" Rex's growl deepened, amber eyes scanning, sniffing a volunteer nearby. A man, 50, gray hair, too calm, slipping toward a truck. Lily's pulse surged. "Him!" Rex bolted, barking fierce, tackling the man, pinning him, a burner phone skidding. Clara aimed, shouting, "Freeze!" Laura filmed, the crowd gasping. The man sneered, voice cold. "You're too late." Feds swarmed, cuffing him, his phone revealing texts. "Director Prime, execute Plan E." Lily clutched Rex, tears falling, his warmth her rock. "You found him, boy," she whispered, voice raw. Rex whined, nuzzling her, fierce despite pain. Clara's livestream exploded. "Rex saves again. Lily's unstoppable." Laura's voice cut through, fierce. "This goes global. We'll find the rest." Tommy stood tall, eyes wet. "I'm in, Lily." She nodded, gripping his hand. "We all are." The sanctuary glowed, kids and dogs united, a beacon of hope. Lily raised the drawing, voice steady. "Rex taught us to fight for the voiceless," she said, tears shining. "Who's with us?" The crowd roared, fists raised, hope blazing. Rex's pack barked, eyes glowing, a vow of protection. But in the pines, a final phone glowed, an unseen figure, texting, "Plan F, end them." The storm wasn't over. Summer sunlight bathed Pinewood's hills, the Wyoming Valley blooming with wildflowers as the Lily Rex sanctuary glowed under a clear July sky. The former Carver barn, now a haven for rescued animals and at-risk kids, thrummed with life. Kids laughed, painting murals, dogs romped, lanterns floating above a festival. Lily Harper, 12, stood on a wooden stage, her brown hair loose, new boots firm, her heart full. Rex, her German shepherd, bounded beside her, black and silver fur glossy, amber eyes bright despite faint scars. His paws of hope tag shone, a hero's badge. His pack, 5 German shepherds led by a scarred female, lounged nearby, their bond a quiet strength. Lily's chest swelled. She was an orphan no more, and with Rex she'd changed Pinewood. "Show 'em, boy," Lily grinned, tossing a ball. Rex leapt, catching it, tail wagging, dropping it at her feet with a proud yip. She knelt, ruffling his fur, his warmth, her anchor. "You're my home," she whispered, eyes glistening. Clara Evans, 40, red hair free, handed out flyers, her paws of hope badge gleaming. Carver, Voss, Tate, Carla. "They're gone," she said, voice warm. "You did this, kid." Lily's throat tightened, clutching Rex. "We did." Lauren Wen, 37, long black hair tied back, filmed the crowd, her live stream buzzing. 15 million raised, she said, smiling. Rex's stories worldwide. Tommy Carver, 15, now a volunteer, carried a crate, his face lighter, guilt fading. "I'm making it right," he muttered. Lily nodded, eyes kind. "You are." Nate Sullivan, 45, balding, checked a pup's paw, grinning. "Rex's chip's gone," he said, patting Lily's shoulder. "He's free." Hank Riley, 60, gray hair strong, organized kids, voice gruff. "This place is us." The festival hummed, lanterns soared, music played, a banner waving, pause of hope. Clara took the mic, voice clear. "This sanctuary's for every lost soul, every loyal heart. Lily and Rex taught us to fight." The crowd roared, signs up, "Rex forever." Lily stepped up, voice steady. "Rex saw me when I was invisible," she said, eyes on him. "He's my hero." "This is his promise?" Rex yipped, pressing close, sparking cheers. Laura unveiled a statue. Lily, Rex, his pack, chips shattered. "For hope," she said. The crowd erupted, tears falling, phones flashing. Clara's live stream soared. Rex's a legend, Lily's unstoppable. Lily's heart ached. Rex's warmth, her rock. "We did it, boy," she whispered, tears shining. But Rex froze, growling, amber eyes locked on a man by the food stall, gray hair, too calm, slipping away. Lily's heart skipped. Nate Sullivan, the vet, trusted by all. "Nate?" she gasped, gripping Rex. Clara's pistol snapped up, voice low. "He's the mole, Director Prime." Laura checked her phone, paling. "He's been feeding Sentinel data." Nate smirked, bolting for a truck, a duffel in hand. Rex charged, barking fierce, scars slowing him but spirit fierce, tackling Nate, pinning him, a burner phone skidding. Lily shouted, "Rex, get him!" Clara sprinted, gun drawn. "Nate Sullivan, freeze!" Laura filmed, live stream roaring. Rex catches the traitor. Tommy grabbed Lily, eyes wide. "He helped me?" Feds swarmed, cuffing Nate, his phone revealing texts. Plan F, end sanctuary. Lily's blood chilled, shock hitting. "He was one of us?" Laura ripped open the duffel. Sentinel blueprints, kid names, trafficking routes. "He played us," she muttered, filming. Clara's voice was grim. "It's over now." Lily clutched Rex, tears falling, his warmth, her strength. "You knew, boy," she whispered, voice raw. Rex nuzzled her, fierce despite scars. Clara's mic crackled, her voice strong. "Lily and Rex taught us to hear the voiceless, to fight for truth. Join Paws of Hope. Share your story." The crowd roared, lanterns soaring, phones flashing. Rex rules. "Tell your tale." A girl, 10, handed Lily a drawing. Rex labeled "Our Hero." Lily's throat tightened, raising it. "This is why we fight," she said, voice cracking. The sanctuary glowed, a beacon of hope. Rex's pack barked, eyes fierce, guarding their home. Lily smiled, tears shining, Rex at her side. "We're free, boy."